Stick it in the more fucks I tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget tenor and now in fucking debt.
Hey, welcome back to episode 2 of the DFL podcast featuring Dave from D-Boss Firearms. That's Dave. That's Keith. This is the DFL podcast where we have one rule, and that rule is if you don't like it, what can you do, Keith?
Don't fucking listen.
Don't fucking listen.
on.
But you're going to listen because it's going to be awesome. Welcome to episode 2 of the DFL podcast.
Exactly.
I've got some goodies to show.
Makes it easy for us, man.
Yeah. So going back to the custom AR that we made for the rapper, the musician Twista, he specifically asked for a Thanos theme. Now, is it something that, would the everyday person want to have as an AR theme? No, I don't think so. But I think this really shows the quality work that we can do with other companies, ourselves, and the quality of the Cerakote. So this is a custom handguard that we had cut. It's the exact same one that's on his gun. The difference why this isn't on his gun right now is because when we had this cut out, there's a little bit of a tooling mark here. It's hard to see here.
Oh yeah.
But we worked through it. We hand polished the sword blades on here.
Well, at that damage, I just throw that away. I can get rid of that.
Sure. So if you watch the YouTube mini series that we made on it, we touch base on that damage there. And Twista was kind enough to sign it for us.
Oh, cool.
Did he?
Yeah, he signed
nice.
Signed it right there for us. But on this handguard, there are 14 different Cerakote colors. So in the little galaxies here that were cut out, and this might
I'll
be
show
a little
some
hard to
closer
see.
pictures.
Yeah.
It'll be on the side here over Keith's face.
So you can see Keith on the galaxies there.
I get put my goggles on.
Yep. This shows Robbie's graffiti art style here.
That's amazing detail.
Yep. There's over 10 colors in each galaxy.
Outstanding.
Yep.
Now,
So-
is this cast or all these laser cut?
So this is aluminum. So we have a partnership, or I should say at least a friendship with a really neat company out of Idaho.
Mhm.
They're called Unique ARs. And this is what they do. They make custom handguards. And I brought another one along with that. This is kind of a staple of one that they do. We coated it, but they cut it out.
Does this one have blemishes too, and that's got to go away?
No. So this one is their Freedom handguard, and you can see Freedom's written across here. It's backwards there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the red, white, and blue on there. And this is the slim line, believe it or not, that this one's bigger than this one, and this one has the pick rail on top.
Mm-hmm.
So they do all different kinds of options. They do all different kinds of lengths. So if you're not looking to do a full 16-inch handguard, then you can get them all the way, down to like 6-inch. So they can cut it to really any length, but they have certain lengths that they make. But they do all different kinds of styles. These are just kind of a couple of examples
Those are nice.
of what they can do. Yeah.
Very nice.
So we've got a really nice friendship with those guys. We went out and visited them then when we had this made. So Mike, Robbie, and I flew out to Idaho. Beautiful, beautiful state. I don't know if you've ever gotten a chance to go out there. I'd go back in a heartbeat. But we were up in the mountains. We were over 5,600 feet above sea level. I got terrible sickness the first
really?
night. Yeah, it was really rough. But
Did you get that on film too?
no, I was behind camera on that one. The good news is Robbie was mostly in front of the camera. So, but yeah, we worked with them, and that was a really, really cool project. They really helped us out with that. And I'd really encourage anybody that's into this and they're looking to customize their ARs. We have a running joke. ARs are Legos for adults, because anything you don't like on it, you can change.
Sure.
And a lot of people start with a handguard. So,
And that's just straight up art. I agree. That's art. That looks good.
absolutely.
You should have seen the whole thing. We'll have a picture of it on here at some point somewhere, or
Yeah.
I may have already put it up. I don't know. That's future Justin's issue. But
Editing.
the whole gun all together is just gorgeous. It's ridiculous.
I should send you the photo of he wears a lot of heavy gold chains and big
Mhm.
rings. And so when he was holding the rifle, he had Mike wearing his
his
gold,
big gold
his
chain.
gold
Yeah, that's
chain
right.
and his ring and everything. That's a really neat photo. So I should probably send you that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Keith, I know you've had some time to prepare. I assume you have some questions you want to ask Dave.
Only a page or two.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to let you go, and I'm going to chime in when I have, a disagreement with anything that either of you say,
I'm looking forward
or
to
I
that.
want to make fun of you for something. So
Would ya?
please. Yeah.
I can hardly wait. All right. You ready?
Yeah. Let's shoot.
All right.
Pun intended.
So you covered some of the firearm stuff. So all sorts and brands, new, used, ordering. So I noticed on your website that multiple different manufacturers you can order from. So pretty much anybody could walk in and order their gun tricked out from the factory for the most part through you.
So it's the way that it works. You could visit, let's say you're looking for a Smith & Wesson, right?
Okay.
So you could visit Smith & Wesson's website, but the problem is you can't order from Smith & Wesson's website.
Right.
Smith, you have to order those firearms from a distributor or a dealer like I am.
Mm-hmm.
So we order from distributors. So the distributor has to have that available. So our website is linked with 3 of our distributors. We go through 38 different distributors, but it's linked with 3 of them. And if it's available on the website, that means that's what that distributor is carrying.
Okay.
So if you want to look for something real specific, it's not on our website. The good news is you get a hold of us, and then we visit those 35 other distributors, and we nail it down.
Okay. So it's available. It's just a little bit more if you're going for a more tighter fit for what you're looking for.
Absolutely. Because there's a lot of, again, Smith & Wesson as an example, they do a lot of performance center pieces. So they have their base models, they have, the shields, the EZs, but then there's performance models. And then those get a little real specific. They'll have, like gold triggers, silver triggers, barrels, tritium night sights and stuff. Yeah, all of that stuff. Like we would have to do some digging for you.
Okay.
So if it's not just already available from the distributor.
All right. Very good. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. Also notice that you have cutting tools on your website. Cutting tools, knives.
Yeah.
So what diversity in knives do you have?
So right now, and again, what's on the website is what's available through distributor, but in the store, we've got some really neat Damascus steel pieces that are made local. And when I say local, we're talking down Janesville, down by Madison. Yep. So they make some really neat knives, really neat pieces at a real reasonable price. And they use real materials. So real bone, they'll use camel bone in their handles, and they're able to dye that and everything. So we got a really good selection on knives.
And that varies with inventory and things like that, but a great selection.
And going back to the Cerakote, believe it or not, we have a ton of people that come to us. There's guys that do trapping and hunting, obviously, but the problem they run into is they have a knife that's a favorite knife that they love to carry, but the problem is as they're out there working, they'll set the knife down, and sometimes they don't see it and they forget it. So what we've been doing in the Cerakote world is we'll turn it blaze orange. So bring the knife, it'll protect the knife, which is really neat because you're going to be out in the elements all the time anyways. And then it's going to make it super visible. So you don't
lose it.
Yeah.
So that would work on stainless or 1095.
Oh yeah.
Any of that stuff.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. We have on our display case right now, we've got 2 or 3 knives, Cerakoted multiple colors and stuff for display.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I know this is one of the things that I've been asked a couple of times. I've been to your shop a number of times in stealth mode. So you would have never known.
Yeah, Keith does a lot of things in stealth mode. You can't even see him.
Yeah.
Definitely not noticeable.
Yeah, that's right. And some folks have asked me some of the things you've had, and I've referred them to your website. But one of the things keeps coming up, and I give you an opportunity here. What kind of classes and training you have? What's available?
Right. So we do the conceal carry training.
Okay.
Dustin and Mike are both. Dustin is our gunsmith. our legitimate full-time gunsmith.
Okay.
And he is trained by the USCCA. Are you familiar with them?
I am.
Okay. Are you a member?
I am.
Good deal. They used to give challenge coins. I used to carry. I would challenge you right now, but
Oh,
Oh, I got it.
you don't have
I've got the
enough-
card.
You don't have enough booze for a shot.
Yeah. By the way, I thought we were gonna have beers.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, we're running late.
Huh.
So
Demerits.
You were here early. You could have done it.
Oh, yeah. I was setting up.
Well, I guess I'll just edit for 6 hours this whole video that we're doing. You were here
I
for like
think-
15 minutes setting stuff
Do you
up.
have some baggage we need to address?
No.
I'm glad,
front
I'm,
of our
glad I'm in the
guests.
We've
middle.
interrupted our guest now.
Yeah.
Let him finish.
you
He
did.
was
That's
talking about Dustin, one of the smaller guys in the shop.
Yeah, Dustin is a mountain of a man.
I've met him.
Yeah. He's he was pushing our forklift that didn't want to work today. He
Jeez.
just pushing it to move. So anyways, so Dustin can offer 2 types of courses. So there's the USCCA training, which it's a minimum 4-hour training course to be certified in that. But they cover a lot more of the defensive training in there, where the other course that Dustin teaches is just a regular state of Wisconsin concealed carry course.
Okay.
So you get that from the DOJ, the Wisconsin Department of Justice. And that is probably about an hour and a half long, and that covers the laws. So we can do 2 different courses. And the way that we've been running it lately is we used to have set days and times, but then the demand just fell off after last year.
Mm-hmm.
So we do small groups at a time, and we usually like to do 8 or more people. So if you can get 8 people together, Dustin can, in some cases, come meet you, or we can set something up in the store.
To be more specific on some of the folks asking me, most of them have been women.
Yeah.
And I told them, go and see you guys, set something up for like a women's night out. Take the girls, go do it.
Absolutely. We find it's hard for them to take the first step,
Mm-hmm.
but every I don't want to say every, because that's too much, but yeah, you get boxed in. But a majority of the women that take the courses, they always made it a point to come up and tell us at the end, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You made this so easy. This was very easy to learn. I didn't feel intimidated at all during it. A lot of them, they think if they're not in the gun world consistently, they think when you're taking this course, this is going to be us teaching you how to hold and shoot and fire a pistol. It's not that. This is about learning the laws of carrying concealed. So there's a big difference. The course does, even the simple course, the DOJ course, touches on, just basic, this is a pistol, a semi-automatic pistol. This is a revolver. These are different types of weapons that you can carry concealed. They'll just touch base on it and then move on and go to the laws. So, but specific, and I would say too, a majority of our classes have been women dominated.
Excellent.
So a lot of the guys, there's 2 types of guys, 2 types of men.
Well, I got to figure out which type I am. I'm excited.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to know which one you're going to fall into. But two types of men that will take the course, or not, I should say not take the course. The guys that have served and they have their DD 214, and then they just submit that and they get the permit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are those guys. But when you ask those guys, okay, a little bit, it's a little bit of a trick question, but I say, all right, then tell me the law of concealed carrying around a school. And then they can't answer you. And that's a problem.
Okay.
The other guy that won't take the course, I had my hunter safety. I just submitted that. Okay, great. I'll ask them the same question. How do you carry around a school? And they can't answer. And so, that's where we always say, take the course, learn the laws, because it's not about, it's half about defending yourself. And then after that, after you've had to pull your weapon, whether you've shot or not, if you pulled your weapon, chances are you're going to jail. And you're going to have litigation problems. And that's why, we belong to the USCCA. That's why we're partners with them. We believe in being a community and rallying around each other for those situations, because the law isn't always in our side.
Oh, no.
So
The
Yeah.
perception is just to kill
Well,
it.
there's an awful lot of liability that goes along with
There
carrying a
is.
firearm. And it's important to be educated on,
Yep.
on
Well, in
what-
the UCCA, that's insurance as well.
yeah.
they can legally call it insurance now. It used to be a membership. There's a little bit legally.
Fine line there.
Yep, there's a little bit of a difference, but USCCA 2 will get you lined up with a lawyer and an attorney
Mhm.
that is pro Second Amendment if need be. So they've got some phenomenal programs.
Have you been to their facility in Wisconsin yet?
I go by it quite often, but I have not
Oh.
not been in there. And in fact, that's where Mike met Twista.
Oh, okay.
Mike and Dustin were there for their USCCA training, and Twista, believe it or not, is a USCCA certified trainer.
Oh, cool.
And he showed up, and the owner, Tim Schmidt, was given he'd given him a tour of the new facility, and then walked in the room. And Mike, Mike,
Yeah.
Mike being Mike, goes, "Hey, you want a hat?" And I got a photo of Mike where he gave him a hat like within 5 seconds of meeting him, and that's how they kicked that off.
Excellent.
So
Good networking.
Mike's
Yeah.
a fearless marketer.
yes,
Fearless.
That's good.
Sometimes I wonder if it's like fearless, or if it's just like random. Like he just doesn't even know what he's doing. Like I'm not sure. And
I
some
feel
of
like-
that probably blends together.
depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be innate.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's in his blood.
yes.
just rolls with it.
Yep.
Yep,
Pretty
Mike was built for that.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would have been, oh, okay, nice.
Hello, Mr.
Yeah,
Twisto.
I'll stay over here.
Yeah.
And then Mike made such good friends with him that first night that he actually got invited out to his concert. He went in their Cadillac Escalades,
Mhm.
went backstage and hung out with him till 3:00 in the morning. At 3:00 in the morning, he asked him to build him this.
Oh, nice.
So
And Mike must have got him to sign something right away. Like, oh yeah, sure. Just sign
Yeah.
this right here. Yeah.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
yeah,
Bucks I tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget.